Okay, I think this might work. This might work. So let me know, guys. Setting up meeting. So I think we may go live right now.
I see something.
Yep. I think it should be good. It should be good. Should be good, right, guys? Okay. Yeah, we're
Yep.
live. We're live.
Yeah,
We're
we're
live.
live.
All right. Hello, everyone. This is Danish from Job Skills Share, and today we are starting a round two of IT skills testing. I think that's what I named it, right? So basically, if you are joining in right now, like you probably wouldn't know what's going on. We are a community on Discord. So me, Kevtech, Kugelman, and our other friends like Haifa and other people, other members, they're all part of this Discord community. In Discord community, we do different random things to help people out. And the community is extremely live. Like it has to, we work with each other. If somebody gets a job, they say, hey, I got a job and this is how I got the job. And then we learn that experience from that person or, that person that got the job. If somebody gets rejected, they also come back and they say, hey, this is what happened. This is what happened. And then we encourage that person, help them out. And we get our help ourselves because we are IT professionals ourselves. So there's no buddy who's an expert level or not an expert level. We are all working with each other. So this is what makes these three communities extremely strong and very powerful. And that's where we are doing this. So if you're not a part of this community, then I feel like you're missing a lot if you want to get into IT career. So that's the first thing. And I think Haifa will post a link in the chat, and she can use this chat for this type of stuff. So if you have any questions or any link, please ask in the chat box. She will post a link, and then you guys can join Discord communities. Make sure to join other people like Kevtech, Kubuman. They're all part of our communities. We'll share the links with you too. So make sure you join this. But what are we doing today? We're actually going to round two with Abdul. He was a candidate in the first testing. So if you have missed that today, you might seem to be a little confused, but not too much, by the way. But if you missed that domain controller Active Directory, when I say that, hey, Abdul, go back to your help desk machine, right? You're going to be like, okay, where was this Abdul machine before? So you need to go back to the video one to make this to make this super friendly for yourself, and to make sure that when you're going to the interview, that job interview, and when you say that, can I be ready technically for this job, for this help this job, these two videos, or the more we're going to add to this rounds, this is going to be the perfect videos for you, because that's exactly, either they're going to ask you in an interview, or that's exactly what you will be doing at work. Okay, just different systems. So our candidate, Abdul, are you ready for the test? Abdul, are you
Yes.
there?
I already
Okay.
answered this question. I was born ready.
I was born ready, man. I like this because when I asked him for the first time and we just randomly went into the community, or like, hey, who's ready? Who wants to be on the hot seat? He's like, hey, I'm ready. I can do this. I'm born ready. So we tested him and he passed the first skill. That's the first testing round. So now what we're gonna do, um, Kev, did I make you a co-host in here? I'm gonna make you a co-host too, Kev.
No, I'm not.
I'm gonna make you a co-host because I need your help in here.
Danish, can you also make me an admin on the YouTube thing so I can share the links, please?
Oh, in the YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh,
Not
okay.
admin, whatever it's called on YouTube.
It's called moderator. Okay, there you go. So there you go. You're a moderator right now. So Haifa is a moderator in there. KevTech is there. Here on Zoom, we have two Kevs managing this stuff right now. Okay. So how does it work? We have multiple people from this community. They're in this live Zoom meeting right now. So they will be talking in between. This is not a real testing. This is a fun testing. You can have a question in the YouTube community and ask that, and this will become more of a conversation at the end. But in the beginning, we'll just be focusing on continuing our test right now. So let's get on and go ahead and log into your systems, Abdul, and we are going to basically see what Abdul is doing. So Abdul, what I want you to log in is to your machine, because you started your work. We gave you the machine now. You should know your help desk machine, and you had certain tools available inside your machine that you did, right? RSAT, if you remember that, you did that. That was your management tool. So today we are going to be doing some real world testing. We're gonna just exactly do how you're going to be dealing with user. So number one, you have a user that just started in your company, and her name is Stacy. Now, most of the time when you become a help desk person, right, it's not like you're going to be doing everything from scratch. The reason they're hiring you because they already have business structure or infrastructure ready for you. So everything is already done for you most of the time. You are just getting into the help desk to help people out and their processes. Very few times you're going to be involved in a project where you're going to be building something with a team from the scratch. And that's not usually how it happens. Most of the time they hire you when things are working. Okay. Does anybody have any question on this? And Eddie, you just joined it. I saw you on the YouTube. This is the video for you because you got an interview in next week, I guess. And if you miss this video, I feel like you're going to miss a lot. Okay. So go ahead, Abdul, log into your help desk machine. This is the same password that you were using. So let me know when you are on that machine right now.
Yeah, I'm logged in. Do you want me to share my screen or no?
I think it'll be better for you to share your screen, I guess, maybe, because I think if I thought maybe I'll just do my screen, but I think it's better to just share your screen. I'm going to give you permissions here. I'm going to stop sharing my screen, guy, and there you go. And where's the permission? There you go. And go ahead. You can do that right now. Okay. So guys, can you see his screen?
We see two screens, Discord and
one's
YouTube.
Discord. So I think he's fixing that right now. So go ahead, Abdul, and fix that for us. Perfect.
Perfect.
Okay, so now go ahead and log in to your help desk machine, and we want to first test something. Can you find Stacy? First of all, Stacy is already added. That's what I told you, right? In this company, can you find Stacy for us? And when we're talking about Stacy was added, what am I talking about over here? Added to what? You're mute. You're on mute, Abdul. You're still on mute. Oh, there. Okay, it's good now.
Okay. So we were talking about Active Directory.
Active Directory, perfect, good job. So go ahead and first of all, find Stacy for us, because this is a very common skill. When you join a company, you will be asked to do this for that user, or reset a password for that user, or add that person to a group, or something like that, or maybe change your last name because they just got married, or something like that. So you gotta understand all that stuff. And you're using the fast version of this, right? This desktop, right, Abdul?
I believe so.
The settings are set to fast. Yeah, make it 90% so we can see your screen pretty nice quality. And on the left side, you can actually toggle the left side on the top that you see on the right side. Yeah, toggle that, and there you go. And you can even make it more bigger, by the way. If you want to make the screen a little bit more bigger, yeah, just click on that, and this will become even. I think you one more click, one more. There you go. I think is it too big?
Anyone who's about to join the Zoom, please mute yourselves when you come in.
I can't hear you clearly, Haifa.
I said anyone who comes into the Zoom, please mute yourselves as soon as you come in.
Preview yourself? I can't hear you well.
You can't hear me?
For some reason.
I hear her. It's just that she said that whoever comes in, mute yourselves when you join the Zoom.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, I think for some reason it's her voice is becoming different from me. Okay. All right, guys. So, first of all, show us how would you find Stacy?
Can we make the size a little smaller? Because I don't see the start menu.
Okay, go ahead and make it smaller.
A little bit smaller.
Is this better?
Okay.
Is this better, Kev?
That looks better.
Okay. So,
So I think I made a mistake. Oh, wait. Never mind.
Yeah, good job. So let's see if you can find Stacy for us. Okay, what's the second method?
Second method could be...
Because you could have 1,000 people and you're not going to be scrolling down, right?
So you would right-click users, you would click find, and usually you would search the entire directory and you would put the name. So in this case, since it's Stacy, find now, and there's
Good job.
Stacy.
Okay, so what if I say that there's a computer available? Her computer name is staff 1W10. How would you find that computer?
Computer. I would go through. I look under computers.
Okay, it's there, but what
Yeah,
if
so-
there are 5,000 computers there?
So again, we would use the entire directory, and
Go ahead and find it.
no, that's
So
not.
what's going on over here?
Since let's see, there we go. So you need to change the scope of the search.
Common thing, very basic thing, but it's something that it makes people a little, like, why am I not getting it? Just attention right there. There you go. It's right there, right?
Yeah.
So, okay, that's good. You found it right there. So perfect, good job. So 2 things in Active Directory, you did it, no problem. Now we have this thing. Stacy's added over. So Stacy is a part of, let's say, 50 groups. And I have a job for you. You need to add 100 people, and you need to give those 100 people the same groups that Stacy has. What option do you have to make it easier for yourself? And how would you do it, by the way? How would you add a normal user, by the way? First, you don't have to add a whole user right now, but show me, how would you add a normal user? Like it's just a single user. How would you do that?
Just a single user.
Guys, don't give him an answer right now. Once he fail, then give him an answer.
Yeah, I don't see the chat right now either.
Yeah, you guys can help him definitely, but let him fail. Let him struggle a little bit, right? Because that's where most of other people are going to learn, when they kind of like look around, right?
Yeah. Oh, I just want to open up the chat. Those are short.
Look at your options. Attention to detail. Look what you see in that box. Look at it carefully.
When you add a user, where do you add a user? Do you add it from the search, or do you got to get out from here? You got to do something.
So I would add it. I would get out of the search and I would go to the user profile, and usually there's something called members of, and I would add the user to that group.
No, listen to me again. How would you add a normal user? Forget about the group right now. Let's take that away from. How would you add a normal user in Active Directory? Let's just make it simple first.
Well, just a normal user. There's usually a plus icon.
Okay,
right
what's
here.
the other way? That's one way.
The other way would be to right click and new user.
Perfect. And another one would be command, but nobody expects level 1 to know PowerShell, right? Or CMD command. That's something that nobody expects that. So if you're going to add, let's say you're not going to add, you already know how to do that. So if we go back to our example now, we have 100 members that are given to, 100 groups are like a part of this profile, Stacy. And I give you 100 more accounts. And you got to do, let's say I say, okay, you can't do scripting, forget about that. I want you to just add one user and assign all of those 100 groups automatically. How would you do that? Because imagine, think about yourself, think about this scenario. If you have to add Stacy 2, then you have to add and go back to her profile and add 100 groups one by one, and then you got 100 more people that are staying in the list. So I'm making it easier for you. Forget about the 99 people. Let's only concentrate on one more user, but you got 100 groups to assign, or 50 groups to assign to that profile. So what you should do to approach it, first of all, if you don't know about this, where do you find settings? Think about it. Just logically, just think of in a sense that, okay, where do I go to reset passwords? Where do I go to the section where I change the username, rename the username, or where do I go to unlock a user? So do you think that there's going to be an option that will help you?
Yes, definitely. That's what Active Directory is for.
Okay, so go to users and give it a try. Show us how would you find that option.
So in this case, I would go to Stacy's user profile.
Okay, now hold on and focus. My question to you is that Stacy have 50 groups assigned to this profile. You have to add a new user, and you want to make sure that all 50 groups automatically get assigned to that new user. So which option would you pick from?
Okay, so I would copy Stacy.
Copy Stacy, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. That's the answer. Okay. Because that's a very common thing. You have people from single departments, accounting, finance, IT, sales. You're not going to be doing all these groups again and again, right? So you got to understand certain features in Active Directory to make your job easy. And that could be an interview question as well. Not a lot of people ask this question, by the way, but I think if you know it, that's good for your skills. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Now what I want you to do is this. Go back to your screen where you have machines. Stacy have a machine here, and the machine name is staff 1W10. I want you to log in with Stacy's account, and the password is the same for what you use for this lab.
Okay.
The password is the same. You're using the same password for all these labs. So I want you to.
You want me to log out?
So Stacy has her own machine. So go back to the machines, go back to your lab.
Mm-hmm.
You already have
Okay.
staff 1W10 on the bottom, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's your machine. This is Stacy's machine. Log in to Stacy's machine. She just said today, Monday, she came in. Hello guys, I am new employee in your company. My name is Stacy, and I want to log into my machine because you gave me that piece of paper, right? Or you somehow gave the password, right? And now she's set in front of her laptop or desk or her office, and she's logging in right now. This is her first time. Go ahead and log in as
Okay.
Stacy. Because that's exactly what users do, right? And then this is exactly where you're going to get calls, tickets. So that's the part where you did your job. Now you're going to get tickets. So let's go ahead and log in. And we're going to log in as who? Stacy, right?
Yeah.
All right. So what's happening over here?
So whoever has created the Active Directory profile for Stacy had some option where she's to change her password before signing in.
Okay. So Stacy clicked on OK. Fine, no problem. That's a normal process. Go ahead and click on OK. Now, let's wait a second over here. Stacy's putting cat dog, my puppy name is puppy, whatever, right? And it's not working. Stacy called you right now, and you're sitting on your help desk machine right now because you're there, right? And she's saying, hey, what is the password length that I need to use to change this password? Because I'm trying cat, dog, whatever, it's not working. She understands the complexity. She already knows that this is a business. It's going to be a hard password. How would you verify this?
So we would go into Active Directory, and I think it's group policy, but there's a password policy. And
okay, now here's the thing. You are not a domain admin, and I don't want to give you access to my domain controller.
Mm-hmm.
Where would you go now? Where would you go first to give her an answer? You're sitting on your machine. You got a call. Hi, Abdul. I'm having an issue right now. And now you're stuck. You are out. Your knowledge, either you have the knowledge or you don't have the knowledge. So if you don't have the knowledge, you're going to say, I need help. So someone from the chat needs to help you, or someone from the group, because this is your IT team, right? You're going to say, I need help. I'm going to assign this ticket to somebody else. So go back to your machine now and figure it out, because you got to give the answer to Stacy, right?
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to go back to my machine, and since I don't have a domain controller, I know I have RSAT tools. So
you have the RSAT tool right there because it's given to you. So what else do you need here? How would you verify that? And if you're totally lost, just ask for help.
I will. So I think I have to open up administrative tools. And in administrative tools,
you don't have group policy. You can't add group policy. You don't have the rights to group policy. What would you do?
Okay, so I'm going to, so computer management looks interesting to me. So I'm thinking maybe there might be something of value there. Just going to open that to see.
So that's your kind of like way of thinking, like how am I going to troubleshoot? So that's good. At least you're trying something, right? So you're trying some different things over here, but I can give you the answer. This is not the correct place.
All right. So I won't go down this rabbit hole.
Somebody says, Raldo say company policy. It's good to know about. You're going to probably walk up to someone. That's what I'm asking. He can ask somebody to ask for the policy, but I want you to technically know this stuff. If you don't know this technically, then this is still, you're stuck. How long, I mean, do you want to know this stuff to make your job easy, or do you always rely on somebody to, hey, help me out? So what should you do? You do have ability to find out.
Mm-hmm. And then before I go out, local security policy looks interesting. So if this doesn't...
Go ahead and give it a try.
And I see account policies, and I see password policy.
Okay.
And there we go.
Okay, good job. What's the account policy over here? Lockout policy.
Account lockout policy. Well, let's click on that. There we go.
Okay. What's the second method?
I don't know the second method.
Can anybody else help me?
Can I jump in?
Yes, go ahead.
Is it to run the CMD command net accounts?
Which command?
Net accounts?
Okay, go ahead. Open it up. Show us the easy method.
So net account.
Space accounts, yeah.
Space account.
Yes. Okay.
Does it say it there?
Okay, if you're doing a command and when you do a mistake, what does this command tell you right there?
Shows you the syntax. So I think we have to say the name right after that, or the...
No, look at what you type and look what they have in there. What are you missing?
Oh, accounts with an S.
Okay, so good, we figured it out. Did you find something?
Yeah.
How easy is that?
Easier, way easier.
Go ahead and change her password. Let's see what happens.
Okay. So then I'm going back to Stacy's machine.
Yep, go ahead and change your password, log in, and while you do that, I am gonna do something. Password has been changed, right? So go ahead and log into her profile. All right, good job. So here's the thing. If Stacy, please say the C. Okay, we'll talk about all these commands later on. And can somebody type for her, please, in the chat too? And then this way it's be a little easier for us. So when you set up this profile, is this a work group profile or is this a domain profile?
I don't know the difference, if I'm being honest.
Okay, so if you don't know the difference, ask somebody to help you out. Ask somebody to say, help me out. Is this a work group profile or is this a domain account?
Does
IT
anyone wanna-
team.
What?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Domain, you said domain, right?
Me? No, I said, does anyone want to help or should I jump in? Because I answered the last one, so I want to get
Okay,
people.
okay.
This is a domain account.
This is a domain account. So now, remember, I think you learned something yesterday. You learned some pretty cool commands yesterday. What should you do to actually confirm this type of stuff? Abdul?
Who am I?
Who am I? Who am I? And then you
Slash
had, yes, go ahead and give it a try. Let's short people.
PQDN. All right.
Some people are saying to check your properties, it will say domain. Yes, that's also correct. But even if you log in as a local account, it's still going to say you're joined to a domain. This is another way for you guys to actually confirm everything. But are you typing something wrong here? F, yes, fully qualified domain name. So watch this now.
FQDN.
Now it clearly tells you that you're a part of domain, right? Which container, which user, which is the domain name, right? Everything is in there. So clearly that's there. Okay, that's good stuff right there. Now, here's the thing. If Stacy gets locked out, let's assume she got locked out, and she called you that, hey, I remember my password, but I don't want to change it yet. Can you unlock me? So you already know that you can go to Active Directory and unlock a user, right?
Yes.
So let's say Stacy got locked out. How would you unlock her from your machine, help desk machine? Can you show it to us quickly?
Sure. So I'm going back to my help desk machine right now.
Okay.
I would go add to Active Directory.
All right.
And I would, since I have Stacy's profile right here.
Perfect.
And double clicking it, profile.
All right.
There we go.
Okay, good job. It's a little hidden area for a lot of people. So new people usually make this mistake. They just click on reset password. Remember, she's even asking you to don't reset the password, right?
Yeah.
She's specifically asking you that. Now, here's the thing. She's asking you now that, hey, how many times do I need to try before I get locked out? How would you find that? Now, you found out from local policies. How would you find it out from command line? You just did that command. Can that command show you that, by the way? What was that command? Everybody, was it net users? What was that? Net accounts, right?
Yes, net accounts.
So does that show you? Does that show you that how many times can you try to get locked out? Can you try that? Can you find out?
Yes, so we have it open right here, and it does show the lockout threshold of 5 times.
Perfect. Now here's the thing. She's calling you now. I'm going on a vacation. But I don't want to change my password. Can you tell me how many days are remaining in my password?
24 days.
What's that, sorry?
24 days, the length of password history.
How many days are remaining for my password to get expired? Let me make it correct.
42 days, the maximum password age.
Yeah, but that's the maximum password age. That's the age of the password. So if it's after 5 days, it's not going to be 42. It's going to be something less than that, right? So how would you tell her? Maybe her account is getting expired the next day. She needs to know that. Does anybody know anything on this?
Is it net accounts user and then
give it a try. Type it. You say you should type net
accounts user and then the user's name. I can't remember if that's it though.
Okay, net accounts. Put net accounts in there, and then put the username. That's what you're saying, right? Stacy?
Yes.
Okay.
Or no, user and then Stacy.
Oh, users and then user and then Stacy. Wow. Raining.
Probably not. I'm sorry if I'm wrong.
Okay. So what does it tell you?
Nope.
Can you remove the accounts from there? Maybe you can type net user.
Yeah. Net users and then
users
with an S or just user?
Just user.
And do I add Stacy at the end or no?
Try it. I mean, people have to help you out with this. Put Stacy.
Because you're asking about a specific user.
It would be net space user, and then space the username, and then space / domain.
Space / domain or the
domain.
actual
just
name
domain.
of the domain?
Just domain.
No, not like just domain. Enter.
There we go.
What did you just find right now?
So the day the password expires.
Yes, but look on the top. It says password expires what?
9/4/2020.
No, look on the top. Password expires never.
Password never. Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
But did you find a command that can really help you with these questions, right? These are all crappy questions. Like you cannot just, go out there and if you didn't know about this stuff, then of course it's gonna put some stress on you, right? Or you're gonna have to go back to the Active Directory or group policy. If you have access to group policy, I think that's the easiest way to just run a report, copy it, put it in front of your box right there, right? Or somewhere that you have it right there. But if you didn't know about this, then people can actually test you on these things. Now, the reason I am making people understand this stuff is like this. You go to the interview and they're hiring somebody for entry-level position. There's a college student who says, I don't know anything. I just came out of the college. I have a book knowledge. So the book knowledge person will not be able to do this. You, on the other hand, went with the same skills, but you know this stuff. You have done some practice on this stuff. So you sat on in the interview and you were able to do these things. So it makes more common sense to me as a manager to hire you most of the cases, unless you have behavioral issues, unless you have soft skills issues, maybe that may be a big factor, but technically this would be a win-win for you, right? So this is why we say skills and experience. Experience is what? You do something and you get that experience. Wins over everything else in IT. That's most of the time, right? So make sure you guys understand this. Okay. All right, so let's close that. And now we're moving on to something different. Now, Stacy is basically saying that I need to download my Office Outlook. This is a common request from Office 365. So for the first thing I want to ask you, how do you log into Office 365? This is a very big skill too. A lot of people need to know this these days. It's raining, so you guys may hear some.
Okay, before that, do we want to answer the questions in Zoom?
What's that, sorry?
Card? Yeah, there's someone asking questions in the Zoom chat. I don't know. Yeah,
you guys can definitely ask questions. People are watching the text.
Sorry, there's two questions. So Rahil on YouTube is saying, but without having account with admin rights, you can't run net users and some other commands. Is this correct?
Now, with the net accounts you can run, but the main thing is that the expirations and stuff like that you can't run. That's true. But here's the thing. This is for a help desk person, right? He's a help desk. So he does have access to all of this stuff. So he have this access. Most of the cases when you become a help desk person, you have this access. So the main thing about this is that it's not for users. This kind of skill testing is for him as a help desk. So he got a powerful access. And most of the time they are kind of like a domain level on the computers. They can do anything, domain admin level. But of course we can restrict it down to more, delegate level on the OUs. You can say, okay, I want only this OU people to be accessing this many desktops or this many servers. You can really do that kind of stuff. Yeah, so it depends. Are you feeling better? Yes, sir, I'm feeling better. I don't know if you're asking me.
Oh, I think he's
Okay, so moving on. And some of the questions, of course, I'm gonna have to keep it to the last because if this is gonna become more of like training, right? It's gonna be too long to even get to our stuff. So how would you get into Office 365? Let's say, for example, if you didn't have that page open right now, Abdul, where did you go to get that page?
It was already open.
It was already open. What is that one main common link that everybody should remember for Office 365? It's a universal link. Everybody should know that.
I don't remember it, but are you talking about the one for the admin center for Office 365?
Yes, and you can ask for help, by the way. You have Haifa in your team, so you can say, Haifa, can you help me? Can I get some help?
Haifa, can you please help me with the cherry on top?
No, how dare you ask me for help? It's portal.office.com. Can you guys hear me okay? Because Danish, you keep playing with your headphones.
I think my headphones is having issues. Like some voices are coming very blurry. Like it's like very, I don't know. It's not blurry. It's like I have a hard time hearing.
Okay.
Yeah. Like
there you go.
Something with the speakers, I guess.
So
Okay,
portal.office.com redirects
portal.office.com.
here.
Of course, you got to be an admin to see an admin option in there. So most of the time, help desk is an admin. Help desk people are an admin. So let me ask you a quick question. Do you know how to add a user in Office 365?
Yes.
Go ahead and give it a try.
Sorry, 1 second. I'm going to jump in here. I was reading an article from Microsoft the other day, and I don't know if I haven't tried it, but could you try this for me in a web page? Instead of portal.office.com, could you try admin.office.com? From what I understand, they changed it from portal to admin.
They have multiple links. It may work, yeah. It may be another option. But
Okay, so that's incorrect. Okay.
But they have like office365.outlook.com. You can go from multiple ways, but it opens different applications. So you could open an admin and make it a favorite, and that would be a different link. But one link that you guys all should remember is just portal.office.com. It's very basic, generic. So how would you add a user in Office 365? Okay, great job.
Yeah, it should be talking. So I opened the navigation menu. I went to users, I went to active users. And then really what I'm looking for is a plus sign with the user icon, which is right here.
Okay.
And add user. And here we have the whole setup for adding a user.
Okay,
Try to zoom out so it fits the page better.
Okay. So now Stacy is calling you. Yeah, it's too small. I think people won't be able to see.
All right, there we go.
So Stacy is calling you right now from her home machine. She's not inside the business, inside the company. And she said that I want to download Outlook and I want to run Outlook on my home machine, but I want to download. Where would she go and do that? That's a very common call, right? Everybody needs Outlook to access. So where would she go? And so go back. There's a home machine in your lab, and that's called home machine actually. So if you go back in there and log into that home machine on the right side, first of all, I want you to verify that is this on domain or not?
So again, we're gonna run the whoami command /fqdn.
All right. So is it on domain or not?
No, it's not on domain.
Okay, if that's not like what for example, if I say, is there a second method for you to find out very clearly from a graphical method GUI? What would that be? Like, is this machine on a word group or a domain?
So then that method would be, I would go to this PC.
Okay.
I would right click this PC. I would go into properties. And I'm looking for right here. And it says it belongs to a word group here.
It belongs to word group. So what does that mean? Is it managed or not managed?
I'm not sure because they're both saying different things now.
Okay. If it says domain, is it managed?
Yes.
If it says word group, is that managed?
No.
No. Word group is basically not managed most of the time. And when people are asking you stuff like that in the company, it's going to be, they're asking you about the domain client, server client type of thing, right? So if it's not connected to the domain, it's not managed, right? Because every time you buy a laptop or a desktop from a Best Buy, those are not managed. That's your personal computer, right? So another person cannot log into your laptop when you buy from that Best Buy or somewhere like privately, right?
Mm-hmm.
But here, you could log into other machines with your account, but your account will not work on her machine right here because this is a work group machine. So here's the thing. She's asking you, can I download Outlook? And how would you do that from Office 365? Jamie, yes, everybody will be able to see this video on YouTube. It's recording right now. It's going to be on YouTube. In 2-3 hours, it's going to be the same video.
So I think she can go to the web portal, portal.office.com, and then they would give her the option to download the Office.
Can you find that option where that would be? Like, would you like us to show us that? Where can you find that option?
Yeah, sure. So I would open up Internet Explorer. and then portal.office.com. Okay.
Okay. So you're just gonna go in there and basically, log in with that. So don't worry about that. This is kind of like the test that I wanted to see if you knew you could get into the portal. So normal stuff. This is gonna be basic, right? You download the Outlook and everything. Now let's go back to Stacy's work machine because I already put the Outlook in there. So we're gonna save some time here. So go to Stacy's machine now and configure Outlook for us. Add the email address and the password and do that for us. And when you get to the point where you need to put the password, I'm just going to take over your machine and I'm just going to put the password in. So make it easy, okay? So you're on on the staff machine, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So go ahead.
So just to reiterate, I have to go into Portal and the Office suite and download the Office tools.
Actually, look for Outlook. Is it there? I think maybe I may be mistaken.
Yeah.
I might not have downloaded on this machine. Maybe I might have downloaded on our work machine. But I think I did. Like I did. Yeah, it's there.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, good. All right. Why are you getting into Teams?
Oh, my mistake. And I would click connect.
Ah, good job. Okay. Let's see if you can figure this out now.
So you want me to add her to the Outlook, create?
Well, yeah. Is it, you tell me, we said that it's an Office 365 account. Which one would you pick? Exchange, Outlook, Office 365?
Yeah, so then I would click Office 365.
Okay. Abdul doing good under pressure. Yeah, he is definitely doing good under pressure. It's not easy to, 30 people are watching him on YouTube and probably 15 plus here on Zoom, right? Does anybody else, by the way, anybody else in this chat, did they figure out what he did wrong right now? Can anybody figure out what he's doing wrong? It's not connecting. So can anybody figure this out? One thing I can, first of all, tell Abdul again, he's too fast, right? He's not holding, he's not looking at screen. As good as he has a lot of confidence, but he's too fast. He's going, zooming in and clicking on things and the screen is saying something wrong.
What's the domain for Office 365?
Who's that again? Sorry,
It's Kevin, the other Kevin.
Okay, man, you just
nice pickup.
So Abdul, do you see your mistake? Look, you were logging in. First of all, try to figure out when I say Office 365, right? You're logging into Office 365. So maybe you should just hold for a little bit and see that, am I even using the right email? Because I did not sync AD with Office 365 over here. Your Active Directory has nothing to do with Office 365 over here. But what are you using to log into Office 365 for?
The domain.
You're using what? What account? Active Directory account, right?
Yes.
Because that's getting automatically picked up because you're on a domain, right?
Yeah.
So what should you do to fix this? So I didn't even tell you, by the way, what was the username in Office 365 or anything like that. That's something you as a technical person sometimes you need to figure things out. I mean, not everything can be given to you, by the way. Not every technician is going to be like a trainer or a mentor who's going to be sitting out there and reading your mind, right? So you definitely got to step back, first of all, hold on a little bit, just hold on for a screen, watch what's on the screen, because when you click on the first time when you open the Office 365, it was right there. It was saying that Stacy at chai.coffee. Coffee's for Kevin. So how can you fix this? Where would you go to find that information, to make sure you know the information first? Then you do this type of stuff, right? Because you could be spending 30 minutes with Stacy right now trying to figure this out in her home machine. And she's looking at you, or you're looking at her right now. But 30 minutes are gone right now and she's getting frustrated, right? This person, oh man, what's going on over here? How can we fix this?
So this is what I think I should do. What we would do is go to the staff machine, no, the help desk machine, and go into the portal that we have and find the credentials.
No. Okay, you're almost there, but you're on this machine already. So why don't you check the machine that's on the domain right now if you logged in as a user right now? Right? Type in this PC, right-click properties, and what does that domain tell you?
And let me correct it. So this machine is not 80 synced. It's not 80 connected to the Office 365. So this method would be working only if it was connected, right? So I think your first approach would be still okay. You want to know what's in Office 365 because these two are separate right now, right? We're using Active Directory local separately, this Active Directory, and he has a separate account on Office 365. Now in real businesses, by the way, it's not like that, right? When you buy a domain, you have an 80 connected to your Office 365. So when you add something in Active Directory, it gets synced over to Office 365. That's not what's happening over here. Because he needs to know that. What if this company is not using 80 Connect method? What if this is a small business and they have something like people calling from home? He has to know where to go back to the admin's center, right? So Abdul, you had that access before. Where would you go back and figure things out over here? Like where is that email? Where is that domain name? All that kind of stuff. So what's the domain name over here?
dmvjss.microsoft.com.
Okay, and now I say that you want to log in as Stacy right now. So Stacy called you, hey, I want to log into my Office 365 from home machine. How would you verify that Stacy is there or not?
Okay, so I'd get out of add a user to see first if she's already added or not.
Okay. So wouldn't that be your first step? Like when I say add Stacy, you got a call from her directly from the home.
Okay.
You missed something big right there, right? Because you did the same step in Active Directory, in local Active Directory. And the reason we did that, because just to show you that some things are done for you, some things are not done for you as a technician, because that's your job. So you missed that because she's not even here. You cannot even add her over here. You could probably use another account. Oh, wow. You guys heard that? That means like stop this and run away. So it's like a thunderstorm going on right now. But anyway, add Stacy quickly, show us how to do it on Office 365, and then show us how would you fix that issue for Stacy. Now you're on the call and say, hey, Stacy, oh, I'm sorry, your account is not here. Let me make sure I fix this first. Or can you give me some, 5 minutes or 10 minutes? I'll call you back. Or maybe you don't even want to tell her if you don't want to be like that. Just say, hey, I think I'm having some issues right here with Office 365. Let me just call you back in 10 minutes. I'll fix it. And then you do this part quickly, right? So now go ahead and show us how to do it. To be honest, I think I love Office 365 more than Active Directory now. It's so easy. It's web friendly and everything, right? So you could use the same password over here, Abdul, just to make it easy, and make sure you uncheck the bottom require the user password and go with that. Kev text says, I'm sorry, Stacy, I don't see your account here. Let me add you right now and help you set up your email and computer. Yep, you can definitely do that. So, okay, so now let's wait on here. What do you know about licenses? Like are you gonna give every license to this person, or would you like to know more about licenses?
Yeah, so licenses to me that would be like permissions to certain apps or app that she could use. So I think we would want to limit them in case there's something that she just doesn't need to use.
And if she's saying I'm missing certain apps from our account, where would you go to fix that? in her account? Like right now, where would you go just to find which kind of access would she get? What kind of apps would she get with this access? Where would you go? Look at your screen. There you go. Okay, so you have a whole list right there. You can check or uncheck. This is where people can, in the businesses or in companies environment, usually a lot of people don't use everything. They don't want to give every single thing to people. They have E5 licenses, they have E3 licenses, they have so many licenses, by the way, and some licenses are not even available to public. They're available to more like government sites or something like that, or maybe private type of, AD Premium 2 type of licenses where you have a lot of powerful access from Microsoft. But anyways, that's not something you're going to be doing. You're going to be only coming over here, check, uncheck. That's your job. Check, uncheck. Add a license, remove a license. So go ahead and click next. Roles. Of course, as an administrator, as a help desk person, you got to understand how roles work. So if you guys don't know anything about roles, make sure you guys go back to Office 365 documentation and really read about this stuff. You cannot make somebody a global admin and, there you go. You just gave a whole access to somebody. You need to understand these roles. So at this point, she is not an admin right here. So you would not touch any of these roles, right? Because she is just a normal user. So let's go ahead and click on next and add. Now, this is important piece right here. This is a lot of people will put like job title and everything. But like I said, if it's connected to Active Directory, those informations automatically get synced, right? Because you don't want to do repetitive work. That's just to give you some kind of hint that companies, you may go to the company and say, hey, I have to use a client twice, or maybe I can use it in one place. Go ahead and click next and finish that. So now you added Stacy. Would you be able to resolve that issue that you had the mistake before?
Where she can't log into Office 365. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Can you go back and fix that?
So I'd exit out of that, and we're going into Stacy's home computer since she requested us.
No, I think it was a staff computer because we didn't put Outlook here. We put it on staff.
Yeah.
Okay, so how would you fix it?
I think I would click not Stacy Chai and.
Okay, there we go.
So is it Stacy
at
dmv.jss.microsoft.com?
Yep.
While this loads, there was a question. Can you guys hear me okay? Better now?
Somewhat.
Or is it still muffled?
It's not my, I think it's not your issue.
I hear you.
Hear clearly, Kevin?
Yep.
Okay.
You're good.
So the question is, thank you. What if you fill the information here? And I think when they say here, they mean like the address and the things like that. What if you fill the information here and sync with AD? Will AD override the information?
You cannot add information here if it's already synced from AD. You cannot even edit that.
It's already added, right? So when you even go into Office, you
cannot add it in Office. That's how it works. You have to go back to AD to fix it. Does that make sense?
Yes, absolutely.
So when you add a user on AD, that's a on-prem user getting to the cloud is just synced. So there's this connector in a system, in a server. It's called AD Connect. And these two connectors are working together. So there's a cloud connector, there's an account inside your Office 365. There's a big account with some numbers in there, and it's gonna say AD Connect, blah, 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 AD Sync, something like that. That account gets connected to your local Active Directory account. Those two accounts get connected through your admin rights. And then whenever you change something, those values get synced after 30 minutes. You can't push it on PowerShell. You can go to the PowerShell and you can say, run those changes right now, and those changes will happen. And that's what most of the technician will be giving those PowerShell to you, like by sysadmin. Hey, this is a PowerShell. You guys need to run this immediately, run this PowerShell. Does that answer somebody's question?
Yes, very clearly. Thank you.
How would you sync AD and O365? Well, that's a course right there. You will go to Office 365 or Azure Active Directory. You will download the connector on the server, and then you need to be a domain admin and you need to be an enterprise admin for that to work. So then it's something you have to follow documentation. I think I did show that in one of my training when I was doing it with KevTech, I believe. Something like that. I think I did that.
Yes, you did.
Okay, go ahead and sign in. So uncheck that piece. I don't care about that. Just go ahead and click OK. So now what you're doing is you have set up Outlook for a user. You're setting that Outlook for a user right now. But let's say we are having an issue with the Outlook right now, and Stacy's saying that, hey, my Outlook is having an issue. Well, you fix this. Can I get to my emails? What's the other way to fix Stacy's issue right now? Because Stacy needs to work. She needs to get all these emails. She has meetings going on, right? So you got to do something for her right now, quickly. Outlook is not working. Just click done on this one while this is happening. Abdul, if you need help, ask for help.
Yeah. So my immediate answer would be, I'm probably going to ask for help, but my immediate answer is maybe we delete her profile and add it again.
Why? Why would you delete her profile?
Since it's not working right now, that's what nothing's on it. Maybe just do it again.
Okay, so that's going to be too hardcore in interview. I would not even talk anything about deleting an interview, right? That's going to be too scary for an interviewer, right? And manage like, whoa, this person is going to start deleting things. I mean, hey.
All right, then yeah, let's open up the question.
Open up the question, guys. He's having an issue on Outlook. Outlook is not working. On Office 365, what can he do to get things going right now, immediately?
Send a test email.
Test email where?
Back to another user.
Hold on. Question. Outlook is not working. The application is not working on Office 365.
So
how can he make sure that Stacy still works?
Have her use the, sorry, Kev, do you want to go?
Yeah, I was going to say, have her use the webmail app.
That's what I was going to say too.
Webmail. So if you guys know about Office 365, maybe that question before somebody answers, maybe, I don't know how much you know about Office 365, but if you know about Office 365, the Office 365 is a web-based system, right? It has all these applications that they're available on the web, right? So the first thing you would do is to make sure she can get to her email, so then you can later on fix this issue. But at this point, she needs to get to her email, right? So you could sit here, try to fix this for next 1 hour or 30 minutes, or try to do all these other things, but she wants to get an email right now. It's right now kind of situation. So how would you get to the webmail for Stacy?
So to me, that thing, I would think to go to
somebody saying go to C drive and cut the profile. You guys are not like, listen to my make sure she needs to get to her email right now. So you can't troubleshoot right now, right? You need to give her access.
She's a
VP.
Go.
Open up the web page and log in, my friend.
Yeah, so log in from the Office 365 website.
Yep, with her credentials.
Perfect. What is that? Office 365?
I'm just trying to do a Google search. I don't know the website. Is it just
portal.office.com?
Okay.
Office.com. Like I said, keep it simple, guys. Keep it generic. You're going to find everything from this link, and it's going to be easy for you, right? So Stacy just logged in right now. And go ahead and cancel that.
Click on Outlook.
Uh-huh.
Boom, email.
There you go. It's simple, right? So if let's say, for example, if this company is heavily using Outlook, Office 365, don't you think they're going to ask you something basic like this? If they're using heavily Office 365, I'm sure, and you put that on your resume too, Abdul, because you're going to probably use our template. It says right there, Office 365 administration, right? And if you don't know how to open this and you put that on your resume, I know you're lying on your resume. There you go. There you go.
Yeah, why would you?
That Tinder is like right there, my friends. If I get roasted in front of you guys, that will be, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to say anything, but that
Priceless.
Awesome.
Yeah, like why would you troubleshoot Outlook if you gotta give them webmail? Like why would you do cutting, paste, and copy, whatever? Don't do any of that. Yeah, give an alternative solution. Don't get them stuck on their computer.
Okay, now that's immediate, right? Immediately you need to get that thing going. But now here's the thing. How would you troubleshoot it then? Because Stacy says that I don't like web. I know I used it for a little bit, but hey, let me fix my Outlook. I'm used to a full application. It has more features in there. So I need to get this fixed. How would you fix Outlook now?
The first thing that comes to mind is maybe open Outlook in safe mode. If that
Show us how would you do that. That's a basic interview command, by the way. People are going to ask you, how do you open Outlook in a safe mode? What command is that? Or how would you open it?
Yeah, I know it's a command, but I don't remember the exact syntax.
Okay, and that's too basic. This is
I'll give you a hint. It's a run command.
Okay.
Not a CMD command, it's a run command.
Okay.
Windows R.
Oh yeah.
Windows, there you go.
No, that's good. That's a good tip right there. Windows R. Try to understand the shortcuts of keys too. They're good to know, by the way.
Oh, you can click with the Windows key and R. Okay, cool. All right.
You want to be doing that on this lab. This is a web lab, right?
Yeah.
So what should you do to open Outlook in a safe mode?
Yeah, I could use some help here.
Does anyone want to jump in, or do you want me to do it?
Come on, guys. If you guys don't know this.
Go ahead, Haifa.
It's Outlook it's Outlook space /safe.
Isn't there supposed to be exe or no?
No.
All right.
Okay.
So it's already open, so I'll close it.
All right. Close everything. Try it again. Let us see this progress again. Okay, so so it's building the profile. Let's say you figured it out. Okay, the issue is to do with some kind of blah blah blah, and you fix that. You run this command. It's opened up right now. Okay, now great. Now let me ask you this: what if this is not working? What if you do this and it says error, Outlook blah 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 corrupted. It can't open. Close it. Blah blah blah. It doesn't open up. Any error. I don't care. What's the other method?
Would it be to reinstall Outlook?
You're gonna jump into Outlook all the way. This whole big application. You're gonna restart it without giving it another try.
I forgot. Maybe there's this kind of command to troubleshoot or repair.
Repair. Okay, that's one. But are there any other better troubleshooting for Outlook?
Are we gonna go into control panel and mail? Type in a control panel.
Okay, now here's the thing. Yeah, that's good. How Abdul, how would you find this mail information? That's common stuff. People should know this, right?
Control panel, right?
Yeah, so we're opening up control panel right now.
There you go. Open it up.
Would it be in programs, or we're going
icon smaller?
Yep. Categories large. Boom, right in the middle. You see mail, it's alphabetical order.
Danish, is your question related to the end task one? The end task solution?
It's coming. It's coming. I feel like you love that one, right?
It's alphabetical order. There you go.
Okay. There you go.
All right.
That one is my favorite, and email tracing is my favorite.
We're going to get to that.
So yeah, we have mail open. Now what?
I don't know.
Let's add our profile. Let's add that email address, my friend.
Are we gonna show? Yes. Okay, email accounts.
So the email is all there. The email is over there, but can you repair stuff from here?
Mm-mm.
I see the okay. I
Can you
see a
repair?
repair icon, but
Can you repair it?
I don't think so. Not from here.
Okay.
So then show profiles.
All right, let's add it. Boom. First name dot last name email address.
Okay, now let me stop you right here. Let's say this
Okay.
fixed the issue. That's the second fix, right? You first did the safe mode, you found something in there, and maybe you remove the add-on, because that's what safe mode would be mostly for, right? Because you're getting in, it cuts down all those add-ons, and you get to find out some issues with that, right? That's one fix. Second fix, you came over here, you probably removed the profile once, put the profile again if you could. Let's say you're having issue with this method. This is not working. This is, you still logged in, still error. Next step, show me another troubleshooting.
How would you delete it in on the computer itself, the profile? You know where it's located?
Mm-hmm.
That's where I'm going, right?
No, I don't know where it's located unless it's in the same.
Can somebody help him out? Where is this Outlook OST? Is it OST, right?
Yes.
Find it for me.
Yes. Wait, is it PST or OST?
It's OST.
Okay.
OST. So File Explorer. Click on File Explorer. C drive.
Oh, okay. I
There's-
like that. Oh, hold on.
Hold on.
Let's
C
go.
drive. Double click. Users. All right. Do me a favor. Click on View.
Okay.
Click on View. Up.
Okay.
Click on View. Click on File Name and Extension. Hidden Items.
You want me to check both of them?
Yes, please. All right, now let's go. Click on her. Username.
Look at my fingers, guy. 5. Go ahead.
Let's see. This is where I'm stuck.
App data, right? I think you're gonna go to app data. That's what probably
App
you're
data,
going.
yep.
Yes, thank
Okay,
you, sir.
6.
Roaming.
7.
Microsoft. There you go.
8.
Office.
Outlook, right?
Okay, excuse me. Outlook.
Oh, it's not
Okay.
there.
Okay.
I'll give you
Can I
that one.
take over?
I'll remove that. I'll remove that step again because you messed up.
We'll go back one.
I mean, give me one thing right here. You guys took how many steps to get to this 8? You're still struggling, right?
I
Yeah.
see what you're saying. There's a faster way to get there.
There's
Probably
a faster way to
command.
get there. So now
No,
close
I'm-
this. Close this.
Okay.
Somebody else
Wait.
take over.
I'll take over. So you see this file, this page right here where it says mail setup,
Yeah, like the box.
the box. It says data files in the middle, the second option.
Okay.
Open that. And then see up on the top, open file location. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5. That
So
one.
did you guys get this? Look at this. 9
there
steps
you
got totally boom gone. Just one click. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So this is one of the easiest way I would say. The reason for that hidden one is not easy because, I mean, it's not easy. That's the simplest answer, right? And you're gonna have to unhide files and all that kind of stuff too. You don't have to do that for this. So what can you do over here to fix a issue that is just crazy, man? This thing is not getting resolved with repair, with reinstall, with putting a profile back in there. It didn't. That profile also didn't fix it. What can I do to still fix this issue?
I'm just gonna right click and see the options, but anyone can just chime in at this point.
I'm thinking about Windows credentials. Am I on the right path here?
So what I would do
But
is
Windows credential would be more of like a login is in here. Like you log in, boom, there's a prompt. Prompts are not going away. You're not getting into it. This is more corruption, right? Outlook opens up, profile get hung, frozen, or your computer totally goes to blue screen because of this whole thing, right? So there's something going on. You got to really fix that, right?
Do we
So,
just delete it?
no,
I like-
no, don't do that. So there's two options. I don't know which one Danish is looking for, so I'm just going to say both. You could cut the profile and paste it onto the desktop and then have Outlook recreate a profile when it opens, or you could rename, you could copy the profile, rename the original to like the same thing plus test, and then paste it. Paste the one that you copied.
Where do you want me to paste it once I copy
That
it?
would be
In the same location that you're in.
So
Do
that
you want
would
me
be
to do it?
Do you want to take over?
I'll do this one if you want me
Okay,
to.
go ahead.
Just
Yeah,
this part.
sure. Go ahead.
Do you have the
Wait,
control?
which account are we on? Staff?
Staff
Yes.
1W10.
Do I have to disconnect?
No, you're good.
It says, you see on the top, the lab can tell you how many people are on the lab 2 watching. But by the way, anyone who wants to learn this stuff, this is probably one of the kind of like the last fix that you can do, right? You can, what Hi-Fi is on this machine right now. So one of the last fixes you can do is to come back to the Outlook and rename the OST and then restart the Outlook again. What happens with that is basically it will restart the whole Outlook profile again. Okay.
So it can't do it because the file is
Yeah,
open.
this-
So what we're gonna
What's
do is
open?
we're gonna close it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I noticed you're doing the .nst. Is it the other file or it doesn't matter?
It doesn't matter.
OST,
matter.
sorry, it does matter. Thank you.
Why did you copy it?
Huh?
Did you copy it?
I did copy it.
Why?
Oh, you want me to cut it?
No, you can rename it first. That's what you said, right?
So what I was gonna do is rename it.
Okay.
Sorry, copy it, rename it, and then paste.
But why would you copy and then rename it?
Oh, just, okay. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, like, I don't know.
I get it. Oh, why would I copy and rename so it doesn't turn into this?
One of the reasons, yeah. Copy and then rename. Why couldn't you just rename it? I mean, I don't understand the point of copying. Do you understand what I'm saying, right?
No.
Like, can anybody explain this to me? Why would she copy this and not do anything after that?
Did I
Like
do it wrong?
you're just adding a step in there that's basically not useful. Like you're copying, then you're renaming. It doesn't make any sense unless you copy, paste it somewhere. It makes more sense to me. But you copy renaming doesn't make any sense to me, right? That's just you just did some step in there with. Okay, good. So now what should you do?
The contents.
Okay, wait 1 second. I get it.
Okay, hold on. Now here's the thing. What if this?
See, that's why
Okay,
I wanted to rename it first.
No. You copied and you pasted it in the same place. What if this is a 40 gigs file? Are you gonna wait here for 3 hours to get this whole file?
No, you cut it and you paste it onto the desktop.
Ah, okay. Now show us that. How does that look?
Okay.
Here's the thing. Think about it. What is the OST file? We're looking to regenerate it. So when you rename the file, is it going to get deleted by Outlook or is it going to get changed by Outlook? It's not going to, because it's going to create a new file with the same name that it used to have.
Right.
So you don't have to cut it or move it anywhere. It's just, you could just leave it there.
Yeah, that's another way. Yes, definitely.
Okay, Abdul, it's all you.
So I'm gonna open Outlook again now. Are you opening Outlook?
Oh no, that's mail. Sorry.
Danish, when did we do the copy paste one? That was the master last resort one, remember?
We never did copy paste.
I literally watched it yesterday, sir.
Watch it again.
We did cut all
We
together.
did. No, we
Altogether,
did
I
copy
must-
paste too. Okay, and if I show you guys that we did copy paste, what are you gonna give me?
Maybe I'll just give you, I don't know, some.
We'll give you a point.
We'll give you a point.
Okay, all right, I'm ready to show you guys.
So guys, did you watch what happened, right? So what happens is gonna say, okay, I may have some crazy corruption going on, and nobody could figure this out. And then, well, again, we're not Outlook programmers. We're not Microsoft programmers. We did not build Outlook ourselves. We're not going to know this stuff, right? Most of us are not going to know this stuff. So you're not going to know that exact error, why this is happening at code level, thread level, ID level, PID level. No, forget about that crap, right? You want to go and get this thing fixed quickly because you don't have time. So what you want to do is what you just did over here is this. First of all, when you cut it, the reason you cut it because what if this is a 40 gig, 40 GB file? You don't want to be leaving 40 GB in the computer like that. And we did have a situation where people have a huge OST files and then something happened to it. You don't want to be leaving that in that computer. You can just take it out, put it on a USB, but you don't want to also delete it too, because what if you delete it and the server has some crazy issue going on? There you go. The server cannot give you the emails anymore, and you don't have the file over here, and this person will be mad. Does that make sense? At least when you didn't delete it, you had the opportunity to fix it. If you delete it, it's gone. You don't have opportunity anymore. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but can't you restore it if you just delete it like that?
What do you mean restore it?
From a recycling bin.
No, once you permanently delete it from recycle bin, unless you are a forensics expert, maybe you can, but you can't. You and I can't. You at my level, your level, you can't. Does that make sense?
Yes.
You can't rely on the recycling bin. It may delete it completely, unallocate the space. You can't rely on it.
Exactly. And that's why I'm saying that your skill and my skill, we can't do that. Unless we work on our forensic stuff, then yeah, but who have that kind of time?
Can I ask him a question?
Yes.
How do you fix an issue on Outlook if someone cannot search?
I think you made a video on this.
Yes, I'm asking him.
I would repeat the steps that we just did, unless there's something in particular you're looking for.
When you say search, what are we searching for, Kev?
If someone cannot search for emails on the search engine on Outlook, how do you fix that?
Oh, okay. I will close the app and refresh it again.
Is there anything else you could do besides that?
Sure.
Log in, log out.
There you go.
Nope.
I feel like it's something in the options.
I found the video. I was told to copy. I was told to cut. Oh man. Okay.
So in the same video, you told me that I could copy it. Ali did it. He renamed it to test.
Ali
copied
did
it.
Ali
did it. It doesn't matter. You were there.
Okay.
And Kevin was there too.
Guys,
and then the second option was to cut.
How she's changing it now. Another instructor told her to copy, but then I jumped in there. Don't do copy. And I explained it to her why copying is not good. She didn't use that part in there. So this is what you call half story.
Pizza. Pizza for me. I'll send you the address.
I got you.
There you go, my friend. You're on the right track.
Will we change something from here?
Nope. But it's there somewhere. Yeah, it's there. You're getting close.
Maybe quick access?
Advanced
access.
Nope.
Okay, then go back to the there you go.
You were in the right place before.
The quick access toolbar.
No, before that, you were in the right place. Not there, before advanced.
Search.
What's that button on the right? What is that?
The indexing options.
Okay.
See what it does.
You ever heard of that? You know what that is?
I know indexing is like searching and organizing, but not this in particular. Do we troubleshoot it right here? Troubleshoot, search, and indexing to fix that issue.
What do those two buttons do? What happens when you click on them?
I don't know.
Want to click on them? You see on it? Yep. That's the ones that are the ones on the top. Not that one.
So modify.
Okay. We're going to close out that one and click the other one.
Advanced.
Try your help desk password.
Help desk.
Try again. Nope.
Or I think maybe the username is helpdesk1. Maybe that might be it. If this doesn't work.
Gonna lock yourself out.
Yeah, like too much chances here.
Maybe Kev, you can help him so we can move on.
Can I just?
You wanna go to your Active Directory and check your account?
Yeah, that's what I want to do now.
Oh, that's nice. Did you just lock yourself out?
No, almost. 2 more tries.
Oh.
You gotta log into this one now.
This has to work. I don't know what the password is. Okay, I don't know why this is working. The other one's not.
Fat fingers.
Oh, go back. Go back to that machine.
Take your time.
Yeah. Okay. So
And,
I'll try that same password again. Please. I don't know.
is that account correct though? Help Desk, or was it Help Desk 1?
Yeah, that's what I'm not sure. But in the computer login, it says /helpdesk.
Oh, okay. How do you verify? Is it yes or no? You can't just assume things now, right? You gotta verify. As a technical person, you gotta verify, right?
Yeah, so we're just gonna go into Active Directory.
Okay.
And we'll go to Help Desk.
Okay.
Properties, account.
Is it 1?
Yeah, it is 1.
Help Desk 1.
So you see your mistake, right?
Yeah. So
that's
how do
why
we?
verifying is one of the best thing you can do. Just go back, verify. Right?
Yes.
Can't you do the dot /
No.
Or does that only work on
that's the computer
beginning
name.
computer name?
You don't gotta do that here.
Yeah. That's just the computer name you're trying to
So
find.
So how do we change the? Yeah.
Check it
change
out. How do
that.
you change that?
Yep.
Yeah,
More
go ahead.
choices. Use a different account.
By the way, what you're doing right now is that's what we do every time we get a call when somebody gets logged out. This is where they're having issues, right? Either they're not putting the right domain, either they're not putting the right NetBIOS name, whatever it is, right? They're not putting something right in there. They get logged out.
Got it. So yeah, now we have advanced options open.
Yeah, it's you see that button called Rebuild? Have you ever seen that before?
No.
So if someone's having an issue with searching, you would rebuild their index.
And I've seen this so many times in the help desk box, to be honest. It's just crazy. I've seen this so many times.
Like I can't search my email. I can't find an email. I'm trying to search for an email for 2 weeks ago and I can't find it.
Just
So
guys
you would
remember,
do
this
that.
is a great tip right here. So
we'll click it, see what happens.
You would rebuild it. It's just going to go back and rebuild the index. Of course, just like you have done website stuff. That's kind of like exactly the same. It's just going to bring the indexes back, right? To your machine.
Just wanted to show you that.
Yeah, cool. That's awesome because this is very common things that you're going to come across, and knowing it gives you more confidence. It's nothing more than that, right? This whole thing is about just getting more confidence, knowing a little bit more about troubleshooting. And more than knowing this step, by the way, is how you approach to these issues, because issues can be millions of issues out there. Nobody can teach you that stuff, right? But when you know how to approach these issues, what Kev says sometimes, process of eliminations, mindset, keeping calm, looking at the screen, what this error is about, does it give you more errors and stuff like that? Then you proceed much easier and you become more and more better with technology, right? It doesn't matter where you work. It's just the rules apply everywhere, any job, right? In IT. So that's pretty good stuff right here. Okay.
Let's move on.
Let's move on to something more now. Let's say Stacy says that I am waiting for an email. So I sent Stacy an email and I want you to open her email and figure out on Office 365 level now. I'm not talking about Outlook. I want you to open Office 365 and Stacy should be getting some email And then let's talk about the email. Like, how would you troubleshoot spams or stuff like that, or tracking? That's one of my member got an interview question. How would you track an email in Office 365? So he answered that I will go to my Outlook application and then I'm going to search for email. That was a wrong answer. He didn't get a job. Not because of that, because maybe he wrote other things. But when they say, how would you track an email in Office 365? They're not talking about your application here, right? They're not talking about desktop version application here, right? They're talking about Office 365 administration, right? So how would you track an email? And that's a very common call in the business, right? People are saying, hey, we got an important email coming, but it's not in our inbox. How would you figure that out? So first of all, what should you do to do something like that?
So when you bring up administration, I want to go back to the help desk machine and go to the admin panel for Office 365 that we had open.
First, what would you do? Would you just look at her email first, right? What's going on, right? So let's say I sent her an email right now. She didn't get into her inbox. How would you find it? She's calling you right now. She's saying that, Abdul, I didn't get an email from this company. How would you start the process?
I'll use the Office 365 admin panel, and I don't know, I haven't looked into that as much.
Let me go back and now again, let's say I call you on the phone. Abdul, I'm not seeing an email in my inbox. You're on the phone. How would you respond to that?
Okay. I would say that must be frustrating, and I'll take a look at it right now, and I'll
take a look at it right now. So what should you do right now? Because you're on our machine right now.
So we go into her Outlook account.
Yeah, that's, you see where I'm going here? It's not just about troubleshooting. It's about mainly how you process this whole thing. So you're going to the Outlook right now. So you went to the Outlook. She's not seeing that in the inbox. Can somebody help him too? Like, where's that email?
I would look in archive or junk maybe, or even spam.
Find it. It's not in the inbox. I'm having an issue. I can't.
You want me to help?
I actually have one more suggestion. I know like there's certain kind of like permissions or policies, like send and receive. Or some people might.
It's nothing to do with that. Just focus on the question again. Abdul, I don't see this email in my inbox. Can you help me? And you say, okay, let me get on your machine and let me help you out. Focus and think about what's that.
Refresh the inbox.
You refresh, but it's still not in the inbox.
Yeah, I'm opening up the floor.
Open up the floor.
So what's another way you can check for email? What is another way? You're just in the application, but you can, if it's web-based, you can just go ask the user to log into Portal, Office 365, have them log in.
That's a great suggestion. But if you look at the screen, and if I am the client right now, and I say, okay, I don't see my email in the inbox, and he said that, let me get onto your screen, let me get on your machine to help you. What should you do on this screen?
I would check the bottom to see if it's connected to Microsoft Exchange, if it's online.
It's connected right there.
I would refresh it at the top.
You refresh it. It's there.
And then I would wait. Sorry.
Let me say it again.
I was gonna do the control one.
No, don't go anywhere.
You don't gotta do that.
I am Stacy. I just called him. This is the Outlook right in front of me. He picked up the phone. He says, let me get on your machine. And I tell him that I don't see my email in the inbox. Rethink again now.
Did he check the spam and the junk and all of that?
Did he check it? He didn't check it. That's what I'm asking.
I don't know. I was eating. Sorry.
So first of all, look, you guys are jumping into solutions here, right? But you guys are not focusing on the screen, which says right there, one email in the junk. Right?
I was about to say that. Yeah, I was about to say that. Attention to detail.
Yeah, like it's a common thing for the newbie that they're gonna jump into more advanced solutions, but the solution is too simple. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I asked that first, but you're like, you can
try.
No,
you can try. Just show it. But look, if I say, you're going to tell me that, is it going to be in the junk? Is it going to be, are you going to go to the interview and tell the person, is it going to be in the junk? Is it going to be in the spam? Is it going to be in this? That person is like, hey, are you trying to, what? Are you going to put like all 50 options in front of me? And then I'm going to say one option that's right? They're not going to do that.
So, are you saying, or are you guessing? Like, you got to.
And I also say that multiple times just to get your attention back to what my question is, right? So here's the
Yes.
thing. Okay, now let's make it a little bit more fun, a little bit more trickier now. They don't see it in the junk mail either. How would you fix that?
Spam.
Where's
Hey,
spam?
come again, please.
What's that, sorry?
Say the question again.
It's not in the junk also. I'm a CEO of this company. I got a contract. I'm waiting for, in 15 minutes, somebody has to send me that contract, and I'm eagerly waiting for that. And I'll say, Abdul, I need to get that email, man. They sent it. I know they sent it. They told me. They just called me. The another CEO told me, I just sent it to your email, man. I sent it to you. This is a screenshot. Here you go. And you're like in the middle now between two CEOs, right? And the CEO is like, I need to get this email. You went into CEO's machine. He's like, inbox, junk email. I don't see it. So where is it?
Where's my email? Fix it now.
Pick me, pick me.
We'll take
Favorite
care
one.
of it. Don't worry. Go get a drink of
I'm not-
coffee.
I'm
It'll
not
be
gonna-
taken care of.
I'm not gonna pick Haifa right now because you already done this pretty nicely. So hold on that. Hold on that.
Refresh. Hit send and receive.
Send and receive didn't work.
Why the hell's my email not here? Where the hell is it? Fix it right now.
Don't worry, we will.
You may think about that too, because your CEO probably would know this stuff, send and receive, right? That's pretty basic for a lot of users too, right? They may just click on it. What if the user say, I already did that. I already did the send and receive. I know my Outlook is connected. What if this is a techie person now, right? I already checked my junk mail. I want my email. I want my email.
I need you to
Maybe
fix this. I need you to fix this right now. I had an important email that I was looking for and I can't find it. Fix it
So
right now.
All right. So what I'm thinking is, they
Somebody
sent it to
says
the wrong
webmail.
address.
Somebody says webmail. Okay, go to webmail because you got to try that too. What if your client is having issues? Go back to the first person who gave you that tip, right? He did give you a good tip. You should go and open the webmail. So let's find it in the webmail.
I mean, you also want to make sure the sender didn't mistype the recipient name.
What if the sentence sent
I
you the
didn't
screenshot?
mistype anything. I sent
There
it
you go.
correctly to Kevin.
And they sent you the screenshot too. Now you're like, man, am I gonna get involved with this? You did it right or didn't? But they sent me a screenshot. Can I verify it before I get into this war of you did it right or wrong? Right? It's gonna be a little bit gray area for you too, because you don't want to get up there and tell the person that you did it wrong, right? Or maybe did you even did it right? The person like, yeah, I did it right? But can you have the tool to figure this out? That did this email came through or not?
So we're already past the junk email phase.
So yes, so we already paid this. It's not there anymore. Yeah, it's showing there, but for let's assume it's not there.
Is it? I don't know. Maybe it's a problem with the syncing or something like that.
Remote into the sender's computer and make sure it worked.
Okay, so here's the thing. You went on the web mail, right? Do you really think that's going to be a syncing issue on the web?
No.
Could you do something on the web to make sure that it's not a syncing issue? What would you do on the web? Usually when there's an issue with the caching, what do you do with the cache?
Clear cache.
Clear cache. What do you do with normal website issues? You refresh, you reset the browser. You did all that stuff. Still not working.
Pick me, pick me.
Let
I
him
don't
think.
know.
Let him think about, okay, now I'm going to give you some tips. You are what over here now? Are you a normal user or are you an admin?
I'm an admin.
So what do you have right here?
I have the admin panel for Office.
Admin panel right here. You see how you should think when you see something on the user end, you got something better with you as a technical person. At this end, you cannot fix this. So how can you go back and fix this type of issues?
So I'll go into my help desk machine and log into my help desk machine.
Okay. Because it's already logged into Office 365. You could also log into Office 365 from anywhere, by the way, but that's already logged in.
Yeah. So here we are in Office 365 at the admin center.
Perfect. Good job. You're getting close now. So You can ask for help now.
Help.
From me?
Okay, go ahead, Aya.
No, it's fine. If anyone else wants to help, I know the answer.
Does
Check
anybody
the
else know how to
licensing
fix it?
on the user.
Licensing wouldn't be an issue if they can get to emails, right? They can, if they see other emails, it's not a license issue, right?
Okay. And I would Google. I would Google the.
I will
try to
Google,
it.
that's a perfect solution.
I'm
We'll
gonna
Google,
Google.
yeah.
I'm like, why
can
do
can't
that.
this user get
But
it?
at this point, he probably won't be doing that if CEO is sitting on his head, right? It's like, let me Google this, right?
I hope that doesn't happen to me, but yeah.
Happens to me all the time.
Google has
Can't take-
arrived.
Can't take.
Press
He's got rhino skin.
click show all.
Show all.
On the left-hand side.
Somebody just posted something. Good scenario is too broad. It is broad, but you know, we already checked some of the basic stuff. So you
Go down.
you're already putting
Hold
the
on.
third-party spam filter.
I'm gonna
which
close
is-
these
This is where we're going.
apps. It's a little slow.
Go to exchange.
Yeah, I'm just closing out the apps. It's running a little slow. Okay, so
Oh, okay.
go to exchange.
Watch me get this wrong after I've been waiting for it all day.
You got this.
Confidence.
And then we are going to do mail flow. Message trace.
Oh, okay.
At the
There
top.
you go.
Yay.
Nice. I like that.
Where the hell's my
Google's gonna
email?
close itself.
Where's my
I
email?
told you I sent it to you. AwesomeKevin@jobskillshare.org.
But look at this. They're saying that message trace is being moved. And this is one of the key thing about Microsoft. They will move everything. They will change everything. If I made a course, let's say 30 days ago, tomorrow, maybe the layout might be changed, but the skills are the same, by the way. My 4 years old course have this right now. And you can still take that course and get the same skills, by the way. So it's free. And click on the, go to the new message trace. No, click on that blue link.
Yep, the yellow part.
Yellow part. Okay.
And then message flow again.
And Donish, that's on YouTube, right?
That's not on YouTube. That's on a website. You just have to get a free
Website.
account on JobSkillShare. Yeah,
Got it. Okay.
it's a full
Sorry, mail flow.
Office 365 course. Yeah. A message trace.
Message trace.
Now, look, somebody may say that what if, okay, is this something I really need to learn? No, you don't need to learn, guys. You don't need to learn this to master this stuff. It's like, do you know this stuff so you get better than the other person who is taking the interview? That's all that matters. So do you want to invest this kind of energy to learn this stuff? It's really your choice, right? But you would rather go to, are you going to go to 20 interviews to find out that I have better people than me? Or are you trying to learn this stuff to be better in that 20 interviews? Use your common sense. Does that make sense?
Yes.
If you
I'll
know this
prepare your
stuff,
common
you're
sense.
going to be better.
Yes, sir.
Your answers are going to be better. You telling me about yourself, questions is going to be better. You impressing somebody is going to be better rather than somebody who just came straight out of college and say that, look, I did my A+, I invested my money and energy, and I'm not going to learn this stuff. So whatever, I don't believe in you. So this is where I'll say, good luck. You're gonna make it. Maybe luckily you'll make it from other people, but competition is too high these days, right? We'll talk about this later on. But let's go ahead and start tracing.
So start a. I'm just gonna click the button. Start a trace.
Yep. And you'll
By,
just do by who?
Stacy.
Hold on. So I didn't tell you who were the email sender. Somebody sent you from outside. So would that be internal or external?
Wait. Somebody sent it to our side.
Yeah, as from outside, somebody sent it to your inbox.
External.
External. Yeah.
So type support@jobskillshare.org.
Okay. Support at jobskillshare. Oops. Skillshare.org.
And enter. There you go. Okay, that's fine. And now, who are you sending this email to? Who is this? Who's not getting this email in your scenario? Stacy, right?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and start that and start searching.
Search.
Did you find the email?
Yeah, it's filtered as spam right here.
If it was
Whoa,
blocked,
that's super cool, man.
if it was blocked, would it tell you the status?
I would assume so, maybe.
Yes, right? So now what can you tell your CEO?
No, it was our system
I
caught
found
it as
You'll
spam.
get it soon.
Yes.
Just say you found it, or you'll get it soon.
You found it, you get it soon. But here's the thing: you gotta answer. That's where the skill that you just learned is something that you know you're gonna come across, whether it's Office 365, by the way, whether it's some other application. Now, when you learn this skill, think about it. If you go to a company, they may be using some type of spamming system, right? So you already learned this skill. I think my son is just attacking me right now. So guys, you guys have to take over for a second. And he just.
What do you mean it was? What do you mean it wasn't spam? What is that? What
you
are
guys
you
can take
talking
over
about?
for a little bit.
Don't
Okay?
say that. It
What
was
do you
a funny
mean it
error.
wasn't spam?
No. It was just an error. We got it.
Don't worry, I
I'm
got
gonna
this.
get your email right now for you.
What
Can
will
I
you
do a
say?
ticket?
What will you say to the person?
You guys can take over to do this. Let me just make sure
Go
he's.
ahead,
What would you say to the CEO if it was blocked
Go
by
ahead,
spam?
Danish,
Like,
we got
what
it.
would you say?
Okay. I would just say there
What
was
would be
a
the
mistake.
wording for it so you don't make yourself look bad?
All right, there's two ways we can do this. One, we can pass the buck to Kevin and be like, I think it's Kevin's fault. He messed up with the configuration settings. I think we need to get rid of him. And I can
No.
use the
Don't say
No,
that.
I'm just playing.
No.
No, but seriously, what would you say? Like in a help desk environment, and you're actually troubleshooting it, and then you find out it's spam. Like, what would you say to a CEO?
I'm not really sure why I came in here. Let me do some more investigation for you. I'm gonna get you your email for you though.
Why is this email blocked though?
Oh,
Why is it not allowed in our
policy?
system?
Is it on something to do with policy?
Because we have very strong security measures.
Is there anything I could do to avoid this in the future?
You can
Yes.
whitelist the sender.
There you go. That's the
Or
word.
the domain. You can say, well, in order to
Oh, yeah.
avoid this in the future, I added this domain name to the excluded. I've excluded this domain name from the spam filter, so now this shouldn't happen again.
Yeah.
There we go.
Can I do a
Okay.
scenario?
Yeah.
Wait.
Because
Can
it's
we
a
go back
really easy
to-
one.
And do you do that under your admin rights or per the user setting?
You do that on admin rights, because if you're going to be dealing with domain, you do need to do that. But at the user level, you can also do that. By the way, if you go to your Outlook, you do have the ability to do that. Yes.
Or can we walk through that? I think that's it.
Yeah, you can go to the
That's a good
Outlook
next
right
step.
now. Go to Stacy's
Thank you.
Outlook. Go to the Stacy's Outlook. And how do you
On her
open her
machine?
Outlook settings? By the way, that's another ticket for you. Stacy's calling. Stacy's saying that I need to whitelist this domain, not unjunk it. By the way, but show me both. How do you unjunk an email and how do you whitelist an email?
Do we go into? Okay, this is my question. Do we go to
Well,
Stacy's account, or can we do that through
well,
Admin Center?
You can do it from the admin center, but that's just a little complicated right now. Let's go to just Stacy's machine, and because she's calling you, and you're guiding Stacy right now. Go ahead and show it to us. Okay.
Okay,
yeah,
so
good.
we're in Stacy's
No.
machine.
Okay, so you're gonna go to Stacy's machines. Where would you go then?
I'll go into view all Outlook settings,
Good job.
mail, and then I'll go to junk mail.
Okay.
Move email from these senders. So don't move email from. Okay. Whoops.
You were there.
Yeah, scroll a little too far down. Yeah, so these safe senders and domains.
You could write a whole domain in there, right?
Mhm.
It gives you examples right there, right? So if the CEO is saying that, look, we got a new vendor that we're going to be working with, I want to make sure that nobody gets blocked from their thing, that you would probably go back to the Exchange side and probably add the whole domain at that level. Or if this is one user complaining about just one specific user, you may not want to just whitelist the whole domain in there. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so you want the specific email, not the whole @.com.
So does that answer the question?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
But again, for people who are really interested in this kind of stuff and try to understand more about the backend, and I would say definitely take the course, because that's where you go in more detail, right?
Me, I'm more focused on like talking to people. Like to talk to people.
So here's the deal. You figured that out, but the main thing that I wanted to teach over here is not about just Office 365, by the way. It's a common, normal thing. If you know that things doesn't get through like that, and somebody gets into this gray area of somebody say, I sent it, this is a screenshot. So then you need to know as a technical person that there is some type of filtering going on at that level, firewall, whatever they're using, right? This is the thing that you learn when you start working on the job. Two thoughts on this. One person will say, let this person learn on the job, man. Why are you doing this stuff? My idea is a little different. I'm like, why? If I can teach this stuff, why not? Learn it right now. Learn it right now. Tomorrow, when you get to see something like this on the job, you're more confident, you're less stressful. So that's my point right there. I'm working for stress over here for people rather than teaching you one tiny many skills or telling you to go back, go to the job, and you're going to learn everything on the job. That's how we all learn it. You should learn it that way too. Are you guys getting where I'm going?
Yeah,
Yes.
I know I've learned a whole
Yeah,
lot
sure.
with just this exercise.
So there you go. And it makes
Can
your
I add
job.
a scenario? Sorry.
I
Yes.
think it's a little bit of both. I'm sorry. I think it's a little bit of both. I mean, depending on the learner and the environment on what you can learn is taking notes. And then at least if you have that supportive environment to learn and understand that, but why not get ahead of the game? Because you're going to see it again.
Yeah, and it depends on the environment. The only thing is this, that you can never replace the learning on the job. Never, right? That's just impossible, right? For any trainer, any mentor. But when we say that let's do skills learning or things like that, it just opens up your mind a little bit more technically. You think more, much different than a person who will think that I'm going to learn it on the job, right? So it's a slow process for a person with that mindset because they think that I'm going to learn it on the job. So everything, every day is more like a learning for that person. But how many businesses are going to open up their systems for you to practice on their systems, right? Their production systems, right? They're not going to be doing this kind of stuff with you sitting and teaching you tiny, many things and teaching you something like this. They're going to just tell you, if you get a ticket, learn it from our documentation. Stress again. For a new person, it's really up to you. That you said, it's up to the learner then. Can they take that kind of stress and say, okay, you know what? I think I like that method. Let me just go to the job, take the stress over there. I'll just take care of it. Or you may be a learner like these people who say that, you know what? Let's just see what this is. Let's just practice it. Tomorrow, I know a little bit more than another person. Maybe I'll learn more on the job on top of this learning. So it's up to the learner. You're right.
Thank you for that.
Okay.
Thank you.
So you wanted to add something, Haifa?
Okay, so this actually happened to me a few days ago, and this is something
Yeah,
that I
go,
did in my
sorry.
live training. What if I am clicking on Outlook on the application at the bottom and it's not opening? It's literally not responding. It's not opening. It's not doing anything. How would you troubleshoot that?
So are we talking about task manager or just ending the task and just reopening it?
Mm-hmm. That's exactly it. So sometimes it's open in a few tasks, right? So like Outlook is open a couple of times in Task Manager, so you just have to close them out. That was my baby ticket for you.
No, that's good though. Discord did that exact thing to me just right before this. I opened it and nothing happened.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up restarting my computer just to take the easy route out. But I think that going to task or going to services is exactly what you need to do.
Task Manager and then close it
Yes.
out. Yeah, so it was
We'll
open
show.
like twice or three times. Hi, Kobo Man. Kevin, do you want to take over and give him a scenario?
Sure. Can you open up Outlook for a second?
Yes, sir. There it is.
I don't like the way this looks. Can you change my view settings?
No problem. What would you like?
I want the emails to be down with no
Emails
preview
to be
panel.
down.
No preview
No
panel.
panel. Okay. We can figure that out. Anyone can jump in. I haven't messed around with the exchange.
I've helped with the tough stuff. Somebody else jump in and help.
The emails to open down. So there's bottom. And what was the other request?
And remove the preview pane. preview panel for the emails.
Remove the preview panels for the email. Off. There we go. And that should take care of it. Is this what you wanted?
Remove the bottom. See how the email's still on the bottom? Remove that part too.
Sure.
There we go. Yep.
Another satisfied user.
I'll give you another scenario.
Sure.
Can you set up a new meeting on my calendar for tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern time for my live training?
Sure, we can do that right now. So I'm going to open up the calendar app
On Outlook.
through Outlook.
Yes.
Through Outlook.
Set up my calendar meeting.
So to me, when he says that, I think to open the calendar application, or I would go to the web portal and go through calendar and set it up. That's how.
Set it up on Outlook for me. I want to see I want you to create a calendar meeting for me at 2 p.m. Eastern time on my Outlook. Anyone want to help him?
Icon at the bottom.
Icon at the bottom. Okay, I see what you're talking about. So tomorrow at
2 p.m. Friday?
Oh no, my mistake.
Take your time. Take your time.
All right.
I'll be right back in 2 minutes, okay?
Okay.
And is that it?
Yep.
There we go.
Can you give me delegation rights to your calendar?
Delegation rights.
Yeah, so I could write on that calendar, read and write on that calendar.
So when you say that, I'm thinking I have to go to the admin center and do some kind of settings change from there.
No, you could do it from the actual computer itself, from the Outlook itself. How do you do that? How do you do calendar settings on Outlook?
Anyone want to jump in?
Anyone? How do you give someone access to your calendar?
Share it.
Sorry?
You have to share it.
How do you do it?
Oh, I think I found it. So we would add you from an address book, and what's the email address that so I can add you?
You wouldn't do it that way. That's not how you would do it.
Okay. Yeah, anyone can jump in.
How do you give me delegation access on the calendar? Anyone?
Is it in file and maybe properties?
Guys, just imagine how many common tickets these are going to be. Like, imagine how many users are using calendars, especially Outlook stuff.
Oh, wait, was it one of the options at the top? Sorry. Did you go over the options? No, not those ones. The little boxes.
The little boxes?
The little boxes with the calendars on them next to new Skype meeting.
Okay, no, I did not. Today, next 7 days. Day.
By the way, admins would be asking for this. It's like I need access to such and such's calendar.
Okay, so maybe it's
I'm
in
still-
properties.
Yeah, this is what I was thinking, but I guess it's
No,
not.
you
it.
wouldn't. You wouldn't share it like that. You wouldn't do it that way.
All right, so we're going to Haifa's way, which is file and
Options.
options,
I don't know if this is correct. I'm just calendar.
calendar.
Let's see if it's down here somewhere.
It wouldn't be here, by the way.
No? Okay, I'd be wrong.
Anyone want to help? Anyone? How would you give someone access to a calendar?
Someone on YouTube
Well, I
is
see,
saying,
yeah,
Limitless
shared
is saying go to
calendars
share
in the-
calendar bottom left.
Which I see right here, so I'll just toggle that. Thank you for
No, you're
pointing
trying to
that
give
out.
access to. You're trying to give access to this
But that's-
calendar to someone else. How would you do that?
Mhm.
It's
Oh
not
wait,
shared
what's
calendar.
the little two people at the bottom next to the calendar? Oh no,
That's
that's Teams, isn't it?
that's
Or
contacts.
What's under the send and receive button?
See.
Never mind.
Scroll up to your calendar. On the bottom left hand side, scroll up. See, you have the scroll. Go all the way to the left, all the way to the bottom left. Go a little right towards the other calendars. Like the bar, there's a bar on the left between other share calendars and other and share calendars. Do you see that? It's on the left hand side, on the bottom left.
Okay, yeah, I see it right here. Well, the Outlook app is just freaking out right now. Sorry.
Go to your
Call help
calendar.
desk.
Go to your calendar.
Okay, so right here where I
Yeah,
am.
go up to your calendar. Yep, right click on it.
Mm-hmm.
Right click on it. Right click.
Mhm.
Right click.
Okay, right click.
Properties.
Properties,
Permissions.
permissions.
Then you would add people in here. That's how you give someone access to a calendar. Have you seen this before?
I never would have found that.
Never saw it.
The second way to do it, close out of this.
Interesting.
Go to File. All the way in the top left-hand side.
Okay.
Go to Account and Settings. On the middle, Account Settings, right? And right there, it's Delegation Access. Click on that.
Mm-hmm.
And then you would add the delegate right here.
I really feel
That's
like
the
Danish is gonna throw something at me because I feel like he taught me this.
That's the second way to do it.
Would
You have
this
any-
work for outside users outside the domain, Kev?
No. This is the two ways to do it. You have any questions for me?
Kobuman asked, can you map a shared mailbox for me?
We can try it together. I don't know how to do it right away. Unless we go to OST, we go to properties and copy that file path if that's
I
correct.
think let's make it easy first, because what is a shared mailbox? That's now the first thing is that on the Office 365 level, let's get out of the application level because it is complicated for a new person. If somebody asks you, where would you find share mailbox on Office 365? Let's say we have an email, HR at DMV, blah, 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 right? How would you find a share mailbox in Office 365? And it is going to be heavily used in Office 365. Why? Because it doesn't contain license. You can have a mailbox, and they call it share mailbox. You don't need a license for that. So that's why people use that a lot, because it doesn't cost them. So how do you guys find a share mailbox on Office 365? And that was one of the questions in interview when somebody went for a company that were heavily using Office 365. Help desk, normal help desk job.
Is it the admin center?
Yeah, go find, first of all, that's a good approach. I like now, like you're thinking that, okay, if I can't find it, where would I go first? Because I have some admin access. So go to the admin access and try to search around. Okay, so now where would you find share mailbox?
Thinking in groups
Okay, good job.
and shared
Did you
mailbox.
find it?
Yep.
Guys, is he correct?
I would think so.
Yes, it is. So now here's a question. Stacy's calling you. I'm a part of HR team. They are going to send emails to HR, not me, HR. I'm talking about HR at DMEJSS on Microsoft.com. How do I open share mailbox? Common interview question. Stacy's calling you, right? So she's on her machine right now. She opened her webmail. I'm not talking about application level right now. We're not talking about that. Just she opened her webmail and she's asking you, how do I get to my share mailbox?
How does she get to her shared mailbox?
This share mailbox, HR at DMVJSS.
So from her application side.
So she's on her machine right now. So you logged into her screen, right? You as a technician, you went, let me fix it for you. Let me show it to you, by the way. How would you do that? So you're gonna go to her machine, right, first?
Yeah.
So go ahead and do that and show it to us because you were logged in as Stacy. Log in as Stacy. And how would you log in to HR share mailbox? I'm not talking about desktop version right here. Forget about this one.
So you want us to go the web version?
Web version, yeah.
Because if she's traveling, she's outside, she had a loaner laptop, she's not gonna have Outlook configured for her, right? So she's gonna need to get to this quickly. I want to get to it. Show it to me. So you log into her Outlook, but you want to get into HR at blah, blah, blah. How would you do that? HR at dmejss.onmicrosoft.com, because that's what they use collaboratively, right? With other team members.
So I would scroll down. I see manage groups here. So maybe click that.
Are you managing a group or a share mailbox?
I would think the mailbox belongs to a group, which is the HR group.
You can use your tips in the text. Somebody's saying something, and that's correct.
So OWA, click on the top right icon and open another mailbox.
Okay.
Top right icon, which is referring to.
Yes, Google, man, they use that because there's no license to pay, right? And it's very easy to set up. Ah, good job.
There we go.
So how would you find that now?
So we're just going to type in the HR. And
yes.
Show
find
us.
it.
Why is it not popping up? Oh.
Mm-hmm. Should you type it?
I see when you select it, just.
Okay.
So HR.
Can you type it? Can you type it the whole thing? Just type it out. HR at what?
HR.
Type it out.
At DMV.jss on Microsoft.com.
Okay.
Click that. Open.
Okay. All right. Uh-oh. I'm having an issue. I'm having permission issue. You can use text. Somebody's giving you tips again. Limitless combo. And Garrett, you guys, thank you so much. You guys are definitely helping us.
You have to give permission in desktop app. It will auto-populate. He's asking a website. So,
and these are your technicians, right? Like if you can't fix it, you just go and ask your coworker, right? The skill. Because the idea of this whole training is not to just show the stuff right here. It's about to learn the actual skill. The actual skill is to go and ask, go Google, right? That's what we do as an IT professionals. Nobody's perfect over here. Nobody knows 100% stuff. I don't know almost 70% things. I don't remember these things now, even though I did the course on it. Some things I don't remember.
You asked for help.
I don't look at Microsoft they change things every single day. I'm not there sitting there trying to learn that stuff. But I know that I can go back and find things. So what's happening over here? You as a technical person, where should you go and fix things?
You have to go to the admin panel side and add her to the group since she's not added to it.
Okay, so how would you go and fix it? Because you know, you learn the skill now. I like that because now you're moving quickly. You're saying, oh, if I don't have it here, I think I have some rights somewhere. You see, that's what I'm talking about. You're learning the skill like an experienced person, by the way. You're not running around now. Okay, now you need to go back and figure out where was that thing. And now you say, okay, let me just find something. Okay, find it. Try to see if you can figure this out now.
I would click edit email addresses to see what's in here.
Trying to edit an email or ask for help or whatever, you know.
Yeah, I'll open the floor. If what I'm thinking is edit email addresses. If anyone has any suggestions, I'm looking at the Zoom chat and the YouTube chat.
You can still add in the box. Yeah, it won't work because there's no access. So right now, a common issue is that you don't have permissions. And in anything like that, because it's a web-based application, they have designed everything the same way. So it's going to be almost the same thing for any other thing, groups, share mailbox, whatever, anything. And it's going to be almost the same thing because it's a web application. They want to keep the UI almost the same, right? So how would you go and give permissions to this mailbox? Can somebody help him? Haifa, you did this.
Will we go into roles?
Sorry, I'm vacuuming. Give me 2 minutes.
Okay.
Click roles.
So first start to see what do you have in there. Like in the share mailbox, you just right clicked on it. Can you click on that button? Can you see other things? Try to get more out of it. Maybe double click on it. Maybe double click on it. Try to find more stuff in there. So like that's just an email stuff, right? Maybe you can double click on that. And what I'm basically trying to make you understand is that in Office 365, everything when you do things, you have to click on it. You have to actually click on that specific target to get more out of it. Right click gives you more options, but double click can give you more options, right? So it says right click on the HR account, you will be able to add the delegate. Right clicking, and this is the thing, they may change this, by the way, tomorrow. While we're doing this today, they may change this tomorrow. So can somebody help him? Where can he go in here and try to fix this issue?
Is it members and edit? That's what I'm thinking.
Edit
Can
members?
you ask the question again, please? I just got here.
Manage permissions.
He's having
Manage
issue with getting
permissions.
into a share mailbox. He needs to give some permissions out here. So how can you do that? Okay.
So we want to add Stacy to
Read and
which
manage.
one? Okay.
Okay. So how would you add the user?
So Stacy
Okay.
doesn't show up.
You're searching in what right now? This is to be honest, if I tell Microsoft to fix this, they should pay me because every single person do this mistake. This is a UI issue. This is a design issue, by the way. Look, he just straight went to start searching in a list that's not even there. There's nobody, and you're trying to search in zero list right now.
I did the same mistake.
See what you're saying.
Right? And
Result
everybody does the
0.
same thing. So you need
At
to
the
add.
top.
Yeah.
Add permissions.
Do you guys agree if I tell Microsoft they should pay me, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Because I
Microsoft.
made the same mistake.
It's broken.
Big money.
It's not broken.
Tell
It's
them
just
to
that
call
the
help
design
desk.
is so clear to so many human beings that straight go there, start searching. Hey, it's not that. You gotta go up.
It's bad
The
UX.
users don't like it.
I'm looking, and anybody's looking at me right now, they take my idea, I'm gonna sue you, okay? Don't try to do that. Now you gotta make sure you give me credit.
You'll be hearing from Haifa.
Too late.
That's cool.
All right, go ahead and add.
Yeah, you'll have to deal with me, and nobody wants to do that. So don't steal his
Yeah, I
idea, guys.
like what Garrett is saying, and I like what you're sharing the knowledge, man. I think you know a lot of this stuff. So definitely, you see the problem right here, right? They have some issues going on with this stuff. But to be honest, overall, Office 365 is amazing. Like it is beast. It is changing a lot of stuff, and even they're getting jobs. Office 365 at like a support level, meaning you're going to go in there, you try to support this stuff as a technician. They just this job right here. So if you guys are thinking about IT and getting into careers, maybe this could be your career. You can really grow in this career, by the way. Office 365 is huge, and people are making huge amount of money in this stuff. You become that kind of consultant, trust me, you're making over 80, 90K in DC area if you know this stuff. Not not the help desk stuff. I mean, like getting.
Oh damn! You put my hopes up.
You can make 80, 90K. I don't know. I mean, maybe.
Yeah, help desk, gas
As a help desk in Maryland.
As a help
No,
desk, I don't know.
Not starting, but maybe like what Kevin's type of position.
That would
No,
be very unique.
Overseas
position.
jobs.
Very unique.
Yeah, but
Help
I meant
desk,
starting,
yeah.
you guys. I meant starting.
I would.
Oh no way.
Yeah.
That's like you're talking about Kev Tech or anybody like that, like 1%. And let's talk about the 99%. They're not gonna get. They're not help desk is help desk. Let's just help desk is entry level for most of the job, right? Level 1, level 2, level 3. The price goes around 45 over here in DC to 65, right? If you see someone getting paid, that's just that company is just too good, right? After that level, this is sysadmin, network engineers. That's where the level starts, right? And then they make the 80K, 90K, 100 based on their skills. So you did this process. Can you go back and try it now?
Sure, but I just want to say one thing real quick.
Yes.
So, everyone said this is kind of like a UI issue, but I'm going to play devil's advocate here. So say there's like a bunch of users you have like hundreds of thousands of users, whatever. I mean, hundreds of users in this read and manage group. So maybe you need to search them because there's so many on this one list. So maybe that's why they have it like that, to get that one particular user and remove them. That's just my 2 cents. So now we're going to go back to staff machine.
But still didn't make sense to me why they would have a search bar right in front of that, right? We all got confused by adding a person, right? Not searching.
Yeah. All right.
You can refresh on that. That was the right link.
Oh, refresh this one?
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
Did it work?
Yeah.
All right. Good job.
You see in the URL.
That's like 75% of help desk. Can I get send on behalf permissions? Can I get mailbox access? Can I get delegation rights? Blah blah blah.
And do you know now can you guys understand the reason why people are asking about Office 365 so much? Because almost everybody's using it out there, like universities, colleges, they're all converting to Office 365 very fast, right? So you would understand why people want this skill from you. Why are they asking this in the interviews? Even though none of this stuff is taught at the A+ level. And that's where my problem is. That's where this platform exists. Like I'm a baby of this issue, right? We were born because of that issue. Because my annoyance is with that. When A+ don't teach this stuff, then we got a problem. Why people cannot land a job, why other person can land a job because the other person was well prepared. You are not prepared because you didn't do this effort.
Preach it.
So that is something that I want to tell you, a person who's watching me, and say, why am I not getting a call? This is the reason. You're seeing it right in front of you. There's nothing to hide. There's no scamming going on over here. It is what it is, basically. You don't take that effort, somebody else do it, they get the job, unless you get lucky. So I think for today, it's enough. What do you guys think?
Well, I wanted to ask him really complicated questions. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
If we're gonna end, can we review?
Yes, go ahead. What do you want to review?
No, he meant like go over everything. I think you meant go over everything that we did.
Oh, well,
Not
for me,
in
the
detail.
reason my problem
might
is
be
that I
wrong.
have,
Well, it is on video. My bad.
yeah, it's on video, so
Watch
we
it
can go
later.
back. But here's the thing: for people who want to learn this stuff, I have a free full Office 365 course. It is old, but it's gold, right? It is the same stuff. It's the same stuff.
You're
They
gonna
changed
tag it
some
on the
UI here
YouTube
and there,
vid?
yeah. So I'll put
Thank
the
you.
link. Yeah, I'll put the
Appreciate
link.
it.
Yeah, I'll put the link inside the description of this video. All these 4 courses, everything that what Abdul just touched today, all these free courses are for freely available on my website, right? It's 300 plus hours that I invested for the past 6 years. I've been picking up skills, and updating this course. So there is no comparison wise. Like I don't compare that to money, basically. It's value, basically. You either take it, you use it, you become level 1 and level 2 type of, in your mind, you're like that. Yes, you got to go to the job, you got to understand the infrastructure, but if you have this knowledge, you will move up very quickly. A person who don't have this knowledge, don't want to take this action, fine, you can do that on the work. You may be better that way. You got an option. That's what I'm saying basically to people. That you're not stuck with one type of learning. You have different solutions. Now, if somebody says, I want to learn something more in advanced stuff, of course, my platform is built for that. You can't get practice lab library access. You can't get the labs that what he's using. You can't get a lot of video that we have. We have 4,000 plus videos, by the way, on skills. So you can get that, but you got to pay for that. Of course, that's more like hands-on stuff, right? Labs. Nobody's going to give you their server for free. So I'm being just real over here to people, right? Because I don't like to play around with.
But we have videos too that we collaborated too that are
and we
free.
collaborate with, and when I collaborate with KevTech, the combination of these videos are 1,400 videos on skills, by the way, guys. That's 6 years versus KevTech. He has also about almost the same years. So we combine all these years and just made a course out of it. So it's very powerful for people. And this is the reason why people come to us. I don't have A+, I don't have a degree, I don't have experience, and I landed a job. Now, this is something, when you tell this to a new and brand new person who comes out of the college, or maybe who have learned something different way, they think this is a scam or bullshit. You know, you guys are BSing right now. I never heard of that stuff. So you have to invest some time into these communities to understand what we are doing. Think about it. I spent almost like 3 hours today. For what? Just to prove it to people that this stuff works. Use it. Make your life easy. Your stress level is going to go all the way down like that. You're going to become a better technical person. And when you become a better technical person, you think a little different. You think a little bit outside of the box. It doesn't matter if you are an expert. You're just doing things smartly. Like, I am not an expert. I'm not at that level where Keith and other people are, like on these YouTube channels. They're experts. They are the real teachers. I'm not a real teacher. The only thing is that I only invest in a research where I think that if we do skills learning and we basically learn something that you're going to see on the job, and we convert that into more of a education format, LMS, learning management format, it will help you like 10 times more. That's my idea. And I'm sure a lot of people are doing the same. It's not that I'm inventing this idea. I'm just basically working on the same wheel and making it better for you guys. So I hope you guys liked it. What do you guys think? Do you guys think it was beneficial?
Yes.
Should we continue this to move more to advanced
I learned
stuff?
a lot already. Can I add that I've received training for ITIL, CompTIA, A+, Network Plus, and Security Plus. And really, I learned a lot of the skills within Outlook just on the job. And I learned a lot more just in this last few hours, because it's going to come up again. But have I seen those issues in my work environment? No, but I know it'll come up again. And I'd feel much more confident now if anyone had asked those questions. Thank you.
Right.
So again, I didn't receive those skills that we learned in Outlook in none of the courses that I've taken. But wow, I mean, the whole world is using Office. You gotta learn it.
Mm-hmm. So I wanted to say thank you to Abdul for being brave enough. Is my thing not working? My microphone?
No,
it's working.
Oh, okay. Every time Danish does that with his microphone, I think that it's messing up because I used to have that problem. Anyway, thank you, Abdul, for being I don't want to call you a guinea pig, but like the guy in the hot seat in front of so many people. You handled yourself so well. You did an amazing job. And yeah, thank you to everyone else for joining and like pitching in. And thank you to Danish and Kevin for your time, Stephen, Kobuman, everyone who came. You guys are awesome.
Does anybody else want to say anything? The new people or
yeah,
good?
I've got something to say. So again, Abdul, you did a fantastic job. I don't think I could have done everything that you've done, but I am starting a help desk job soon, and my direct supervisor has already told me I'm not going to be there for you to answer all of these questions. He said, I need you to hit the ground running. So for the fact that Danish is out here putting this stuff out and showing us these minuscule tasks that might seem trivial, but really it's important to the job. So it is a big deal, and we appreciate you, Danish.
By the way, guys, this is exactly what I do in my life. And let me tell you, Haifa is one of my life trainers. She did paid that's not cheap training. This is not what we do in our training, but we have like a lot more going on and we give resources. That's why it's expensive. But this is exactly what I teach, by the way. So when I tell my live members that I don't go by like, I'm going to teach something on the live training, so I cannot teach it outside. That's how I like to do things, right? If I feel energetic, I feel like good. This is exactly what I teach, by the way. If you guys like this video, make sure you guys thumbs it up, because it does give me more motivation when people like this stuff. So please hit that like button. I don't like to do this stuff in most of my videos, but when I spend so much time, I feel like maybe one like would make me happy. So please, if you like it, great. If you don't like it, dislike it, because that's your option. Other than that, we are going to continue the skill testing to a next level. If we find something more of a level 1 and he wants to try this for the first time, we call this a hot seat. So make sure you join the Discord community. The link is there, and you sit on the hot seat and we'll test you, right? Because you may have a different experience, you may have a different flow, and we'll correct you. Just like what we tell Abdul that you were too fast, we corrected him. But if Abdul is a person or somebody who has more advanced skills, then we will take this training and we will do a part 3, get into more advanced stuff like group policy, software deployment, imaging, and we're going to move on with this. And this probably will become like a complete training for people who want to learn skills. But with that, I want to say thank you last time to the people who were in the chat, who people really helped and gave all these suggestions and tips. I really appreciate that you spent all that time with me. This video will be on the YouTube, it will be on the Discord, but if you're not on the Discord, you're missing out. Okay, take care, everyone, and we will end this meeting right now.
Thank you.
Take care,
Good
Danish.
night. Good night.
Take care.
Good night.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
You did a good job, man.
bud.
You did a good job. Good job, man.
Thank you,
boys.
Kev,
Way to hang in there.
and Kev the Rock, both.
He was a good boss. He was great at role playing.
Two Kevins. Yeah.
Okay.
Danish, you're trying to talk, but you're muted.
You're muted.
What the?
Wait, was I muted? Look, you guys,
Yeah.
So I'm so sorry. I accidentally did that. I was trying to mute myself.
No, was I muted when I was saying thank you and everything?
Yes, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
What?
My fault. I'm so sorry.
All right,
no,
guys.
no, not the whole thing. Just the last part.
I was gonna actually start again. I'm like, why are they saying
No.
And then
I'm
you know
so
what
sorry,
happened?
just the end.
You know what happened? I was like, how do I close Zoom? Like I'm looking for buttons right here. Like, where's that? Okay, it's right there. I take care,
So
guys.
sorry.
All right, take care.
Uh,
Bye, guys.
Bye bye.